Welcome back everyone, the name is John. This is the channel of Moon High Effect, and today we're gonna go on with the trading lessons. I'm just gonna show you today where you can watch the charts and how the layout is fixed up. So it's gonna be a medium long one, but it's a very important one because once you can look at charts, then you can also implement where the market goes. So let's start, and I hope you guys learned something today. Create a TradingView account. That's where we're gonna start, because TradingView is the place where you can use really to look at the maps. They're quite accurate, and I'm gonna show you also a bit of the layout, so how it works and where you can use which thing for it. I do not use everything in of the layouts, but I'll show you the things that I normally use and how we do it, and how you put your trend lines up to and everything. So I'm not gonna draw any trend lines today because we still need to see how this works, but I will show you which things you can use for it, so how the layout works, so you're a bit comfortable by just watching me stuff straight away and how to do it. I also put the trading link and I also put my discount link under it, so that means that we both get $30 discount if you use it. You don't need to use it, so you don't. This app is for free too, so you can choose or to have a paying account or a free one. You just get a few more extras when you use the paying account, that's all. So let's take a look at TradingView and how to set an account up. I'm here at the first homepage of TradingView. So how to set up an account, it's easy, but it's a bit hidden how to do it for free. So you go to the right top and you press Get Start. Once you press this, you will see three options here: the Pro, the Pro Plus, and the Premium. These are all paying ones, but if you go down a little bit more, you can see that there is here Try Free Basic. So if you press this, then you can sign up with your email address. It will be linked to it, and then you will get straight away into TradingView, and you can save up to. You can save easier. So I cannot do this anymore because I've already signed in by everything. So I'll just show you once we are inside how to do and what to do with it. So again, go to Try Free Basic and fill in your account member names, and so it's completely free. So the basic one has only one chart you can tap up, otherwise the Pro has two, and the indicators are a bit less that you can put on together, but indicators are only to extra approval. I did this in the first year without any payment, and it works just as good as whit. So it's your choice which one you take, but you don't need to pay for it straight away. But if you are really serious about trading, maybe after a year and you make some profit, you can easily use my my link, so you get a cheaper one for you. And the second thing is also, yeah, it's better. Now let's take a look at the chart itself and how does it work. Okay, so this is normally the first page that you would get into. On the right side you will see a few symbols for everything. So let's take first a look at a chart. So how do we look at charts? If you press charts, a chart will open, and then there are a few things you definitely need to know. The layout will be a bit different than mine because this is not an empty chart. Let me take an empty chart. Do I have an empty chart? Okay, it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to show you how to start and how to set up everything. So first of all, what do we see? Which chart are we on? So that's very important. So on the top left here, you can see on which chart you are. If you press here, there will come up which one you want. If you want to have Bitcoin, you just press BTC or Bitcoin itself, and then you see everything here on the sideways. So you can also see which exchange they come from. So these maps are streamed straight away off the exchanges. So if you want to learn to trade against Binance and you want to do it with USDT, please use the one that has the price action on Binance. If you do it on Bitstamp, it's also okay, but then use this one. If you do it on Coinbase, it's okay, but use this map then. So this is the price that is accurate on the exchange itself. So now you can see here, this is the price action now today. And if you look onto if you look at this one and you also look at Binance, you would see that it's straight away connected the price, that is action here, that is accurate with the action on Binance app. So please use always the one that you're gonna use it on. So if you use Binance, use the Binance. If you use something different, it's okay. But you also have ones where you can have a lot of map viewing on. You can look up, there are ones that have more map viewing on than other ones, but you will see ones that have an exchange, the map will be very short, the years will not be completely onto it, and I don't think if you don't pay that you can see all of the years, but we'll look up in that in a second. So now, first of all, you look here, this is the map where you're on. So if you want to put Ethereum, you just press ETH. If you want to know what the short language is of any coin, look it up in CoinGecko, and you will always find the shortest name how to write it. If you put it completely, it's also okay. So you can see here, Etherium, Etherium. So you can also press it like this, and you will see it's again from Binance, Coinbase, Bitsmap. So this is how you look and which chart you are. The second thing you see here on the top is the hours that we are at. So that means if you press the 4 hours, by the way, if you press the 4 hours, that we are every candle like this, one bar is 4 hours. If you press a day, you will see that you will have much less candles, because then one candle is 1 day. If you press the weeks, then you know that this is a week candle. Nothing else, nothing more. So that's how it works. How to read the candles, this will be into one of my next ones, so that I can show you how to read candles. So these are the time frames that you use. You always go from big time phrases, from monthly time phrases to weekly time phrases to daily time phrases, and then go to the hours. So the 8 hours is a good one, the 12 hours and the 4 hours are the maximum that you ever put your trend lines on. So I repeat this, on a 4 hour is the most accurate one, but you start with making trend lines on dailies, so that you have a bigger space over it, you can see more where it touches everything, and then you can zoom in to make it more adjusted to the candles. Okay, so after that part you have here candles. If you press this, you will see that yours is starting with lines. So you will see that this is normally when you start with it, that you have a line onto it. I prefer a candle because you can read onto candles. You can read what happens with a candle. So you can choose of hollow candles. These are hollow, so you don't see anything else onto it. I prefer just the normal ones. And you can also adjust the color. If you want this to be green and this to be red, you can adjust that color too if you want to. I think by pressing it right, or by setting somewhere that you can press it. So, and then you can just adjust which color is first. The thing beside here are the indicators. So pause this for a second and you can see all my indicators are here. Use them also. So you have Bollring bands, you have EMA ribbon, you have hash ribbon, market clipper. These are for free. So the moon phases, the moving averages, moving average conversion, relative index strength, SMA. How to use these, we will see this in one other lesson, but please use them. Just put them on pause at this point, set them all in, make sure you have the right ones and implement them. Just put a star onto it so they come straight away into favorite, so you don't have to look for it. Like Bollring bands, you would just find by pressing BB. You press onto this, and once you pressed it on, look, you see now my drawings. Let me take a look. Hide my drawings. So now, this is now the Bollring bands that you can see. And this is also nice to see where the market is hitting. When it goes out of the Bollring bands, it will go back inside, and if it hits, see, it will try always to adjust it. It can slide along the coast, but when it goes out of a bouldering bands, that means normally there is too much style present, so it will push it back inside always. This is what happens. You can see once it's outside, it goes straight back in. It does not happen too much to get out. So, and this is a day chart, so this is quite accurate. Even in week charts, if you look at this, you will see that it tries to push it back inside when it gets out. This is good to know if it's a downtrend, because if it breaks the center one, it's a downtrend. If it reaches the top again, the trend can change and go back up. So this is just a small information I gave you, but really the indicators we will see in one of the next lessons also. So I will go over them one by one then and show you how to do it. I just show you which picture this is and what you can do with it. The one beside it is template, so to save everything and to share it with everyone. No, I don't use that one, so, but I do use this one. This is the alarms that you can set up. So that means also that you can put alarms when something is working, or some point of trigger when something has been triggered. So that means once you reach a certain coin level, that it gets triggered. Why do I use this? I use this with the indicator of the relative strength index. Sorry, let me put this one up for a second. Okay. So this is the relative strength index, and so I used to press, if you press here the plus, you can set an alarm, like if you can see here, and that's because if the RSI ever goes beneath this, that I get an alarm on my phone, so you don't have to be looking at it, but it's very easy to have. So I always put one like around 20, around 30, so that I know if it hits that point, it's a nice time to start looking at the maps, because you will find normally a nice entry point. Especially if this is on a weak candle, you can also do that. Is done. See, it's gone now because it's out of the week. So this is only on the week now that we have put this on. If you want to change that and use it on days, that's also possible. So just press then days. If it hits like 25, we put one on. Okay. If it hits always above 70, and we will put one on. Okay. That means here we're going to sell, and here we're going to buy. And then also look also at the chart. So not only the relative strength index you can use to buy something, but you can use it as an extra to your confirmation what the market does. So we will learn how to read these candles too, so that you can also see how this is read in the market, because every candle tells you a story. So then here you got the bar of replaying. So this one is easy for yourself, so that you can use to trick up your skills and trading. So let me say we go back to December of 22. You want to learn how the charts worked. You press this bar, and then here you set your line. December 21. Okay, the end of year. Up, you press it, and like you can see, all the market is gone. That is in the future. So then here you can learn yourself from, okay, if I draw my trend line here, so let me take the bouldering bands off for a second and put my drawings back on. So these are my drawings, so it was easy for me so I can straight away use it. So then here you can see what will the market do. So you can learn now, will the market go here? Okay, so here I could maybe take an entry and then leave the market here again. So he is now inside something, so here I would not take an entry point. Depends if there is a trend line here or not, so that also depends. And then if you said, okay, maybe we take an entry here, would that be possible? So if you press play here on the side, you can see, oh, we went in here. If we would have taken here an entry, that would not have been good. So you can see it's then down, it retested it, and it went even further down. So this would be a much better entry. So we could have shorted this market. So you can see then how to learn to read the charts and what you can do with it. It's a very handy trick, because you can go back in time and pick up your skill and make it stronger every time when you're using it. So it's very handy to do this. So I use it quite a lot, and it also makes sure that I can do anything that I need to be doing. So it's very handy to have, and also to learn more yeah, so I just exit this. So here the market is again like it should be. It also can show you how long sometimes you can be in a trade before it changes the market. So you can trade any day, every day if you want to, but you don't have to. If you got a bit bigger portfolio add to it, so you can also adjust it, and you can also have a bit patience before trading every day. So this is now the top part I've shown you. You can also change your layout. Here you can make a split screen that you can put 2 charts onto it. But if you don't have paying account, I'm not sure that you can. So if you have a more paying account, you can put 4 charts at one time. So you can put different charts beside each other so that you can read it and easier go into it. This is for split screen. Okay, so I show you now the top part of it. You can also use the settings to change a bit. So I leave everything like it is. I do change my color because normally this is white, and I do change that part because I do not like to have it in white. So this is, if you go on the top left, you can go down, and here you can press dark color or bright color. So normally it's like this, and this is way too bright for me, so I prefer to put it in dark color, so it's better for the eyes, especially when you are learning it. It does not take that much energy from yourself. I just learned this along the way. Dark color theme, so you can also, like I said, this one is to change, and then you can also look in the other settings if you want to adjust the candles and something like that. Is also possible. Language you can change also if you need a different language. I prefer to keep it in English because, yeah, it's the most common language that we use these kind of things for. Okay, so that's the settings that you can do. Now here on the right side, if you want to put an extra chart in here, you can press the plus, take the chart, and then press the plus on the side. If you press this plus, it will join here on the side. So if I press like I want to put gold inside, okay, I press the plus, and then you will see if I close this that it's been added here. Then you can also give this a color if you want to make it more themeful and more beautiful for yourself, to keep it more and following and looking how it works really. And if you scroll down on this part, you can see the fear index beneath it, how fearful the market is at this point. So if you look at the gold standard, you can not see it here, but if you look at VeChain, how many people are scared of the market, so they sell it to sell, so that means it's a good time to buy because a lot of people are selling at this point. So do not follow this completely, do the opposite of it. So if it's a buy time, that means it's going way up, that means it's time to start selling for yourself and take a bit of profit, put that aside. When it's back to sell, that means you can buy again. So do the opposite of this thing and you'll be very happy too sometimes. Okay, so I explained all of this. I do not use this one. I do use for the relative end strength index. You can also use some headliners and everything. I do not use any of these things. So, and I've been here for more than a year already, 2 years in this in TradingView, and I never used it. So that means you don't need it. Then here on the right side, on the left side, sorry, you got trend lines, arrows, horizontal lines, horizontal rays, vertical lines. I use a few, but not all of them. So what do I use? One trend line I use. This is to draw a trend line from your candle. So if you press 1, this is a nice trend line that you could follow. I'll show you how to do this really. So, and you can see it broke here through my trend line and it's gone. The market changed from direction. So this is an easy one to you can adjust the colors here if you want. If you want to put it white, you can put it white, yellow, green, yeah, that you can do. If you press on settings, you can also extend these things, and this is quite handy sometimes if you need it in a long time. You can use style and then extend to the left and extend to the right, and you will see that this has gained completely, and then you can look how this keeps going and going until you to the infinite. So that means that you have only to draw one trend line. It's handy for these lines, so that you have drawn one trend line, you can see it for way past time sometimes, so you can use that. I do use it sometimes, so this is quite handy to know. Then which one do I use too after a trend line? I also use the horizontal line and the horizontal ray. This is to put your support. This is a support level. Like here is also a support level. It's for your support and resisting levels, so it's easier to draw them, and they have one straight line into the infinite also. You can also choose to put different colors for different time frames so that you can know that for yourself. Then what do I also use from here? That's about it. Really, I use just keep it simple. It's better like that. If you want to try everything, that's okay. I do use here the Fibonacci retracement. That should be around here somewhere normally, but I just put the star on so it's on the top. Fibonacci retracement, like you've seen me use it quite a while. So this is how you use it. Go down, and normally the market goes back up to certain points of it, and that's how you can draw a Fibonacci retracement. You have a brush here. I do not use the brush. I do use the triangle sometimes. If you have like a support of resisting level, you can use like, okay, this is the area of my resisting line and supports. So now you have a triangle bar into it, and you can say that this will be the point where I have to start selling at the bottom, and the highest point is my complete sell order. So everything is sold. Also, if it goes to the other side, that means also that you can also take a buy. So you can just put Ctrl C, press Ctrl V again, you will have the same bar again, and you can put it on the second line here, somewhere in between. So this is just to make your support and resisting level a bit bigger, so that you can have an easier inside of the market and going outside of the market. It's just handy to learn at the beginning, because if you have just one line, that's very narrow and very accurate it has to be to make sure that you have. So this is the triangle what I use. I don't use anything else from here. I don't find it accurate enough. Text, it says itself. You can just put a text bar into it. If you press here, it's easy to keep yourself remembered. I have to buy here, press buy, adjust it a bit, press it here, okay. I have to buy this point. So you keep remembering yourself, okay, when it hits here I need to buy, if it hits here I need to sell, or the other way around. This is why text is a handle. Also the balloons I use sometimes because this is easier. You can put a comment and also drag your balloon out of it normally, and then you can just put the comment here, so it's easier pinpointed at it which part exactly. Then here, what do I use from this one is head and shoulder normally to find the pattern, head and shoulder. So I do use this one. So up, down, up, down. So this is drawing a head and shoulder part. I use this quite often because this comes also in the market, head and shoulders. I'll show you how to draw this and which part we can use this also for. This was not an accurate head and shoulder, but it was just showing what I use. Long positions and short positions, I don't use this. I don't find it accurate enough. I put my own stuff into it. You can also put some symbols into it if you want to. This one I do use. It's to measure how much profit you could make, how many days there's onto it, and how much volume it needs to be to get there. But it also does the other way around. So you can also see this was 28 days, it dropped 60%, how much volume went out of the market. So this is zooming. So if you press this and you zoom over a character, it will zoom in. So that's also quite handy if you want to adjust your profiles then a bit narrower and make it sure it's quite the right size. Okay, here is good. Maybe a bit higher for this one, and then press it, drag it up or down, and make sure it's on the right spot. So this is one thing you can use to zoom out, is zooming out again, that you have the outside. A magnet means that you can stay per candle and not go into the candle, so this is why the magnet is here. Strong magnet, I never use strong magnet, so I have no idea what that one is. This is for locking your drawings, so that means once you start drawing that you can keep drawing. Otherwise, if you close this one after one time pressing it, you cannot adjust a new line into it, see? So it does not work like that. you have a part up here that I forgot to show you, but this makes that you have, if you change something on your drawing, that you just can take one step back. You can lock your drawing so nobody can touch it, so if you are looking at it, so you don't can drag anything out of it, so this is why the lock is here. You can also hide your drawings if you want to, so nobody can see what you're drawing. Once you want to start over again, hide the indicators you can also do, or hide position and orders that you wants to set up. You can also do this. Then you have two more things that's very important. This is log scale. Sometimes it's handy because log is not the same as auto. So if you auto, like you can see, the drawings are more flat onto it, and like this, it's more going upwards. So sometimes it's handy to have because you can see different styles into it, but that you have to implement for yourself to know which ones you like. And this is just to delete everything that you have been drawing. Remove drawings, remove indicators, remove drawings and indicators. You can choose what you want to. I'm gonna adjust this back so everything is back onto it. So every time you stop with this, it's easier to just clear out your map by the end of the day and restart every day, so you learn how to draw. So that you can do every day, so that's very handy to have. Okay, now under here you can add new things into it, and you have to add paper trading. So let me take a look. I'm not sure how I put this back onto it. I think it's here that you can add paper. But you could add paper trading and then look for it, because if you have this paper trading account onto it here, it's easy. Let me log out. Oh yeah, like it's down here. So if you take the trading panel, you can put paper trading on site. Okay, my mouse didn't work. Okay, here. You see this one, paper trading, and connect to it. Okay, we connect. And what does it do? It gives you here two indicators on top. So here you can start trading with fake money. So you get around $100,000 from these guys to trade fake money. But it's also handy to have sometimes, because then you can see if you're knowing what to do. So if you press this, you can see that you can sell order, or you can put a buy order into it. A sell order means the market is going down. A buy order means the market is going up. So you got 2 points, up or down. Then you can choose between market. That means that they will choose for you a price. You can set limit. That means that you will pick a price, and you can see the prices on the side, on the right side here, and you can just press this price in. If you say I want to enter the market because I think the market will go again to 29,067, and then the market will go up. So I say buy, press in here the units, how many want to sell. So if you want to buy 0.1 Bitcoin out of it, okay, I put a buy order into it, and you will see that this was on Kucoin. Now I had a map of Kucoin, and that my order is placed on a buy order. It's not yet put in view and pressure. Oh yeah, sorry, my drawings are off here, so that's why you can't see it. So now you see here there is one limit order into it. So once the price is triggered to here again, that means okay. Maybe you can also adjust now. If you see this one, you can see this is a doji. Once you get to know this, you can say okay, this is a sell order at this price. I think the market is going down again. Okay, I put the sell order straight away on this price what it is now. So 30.5, 31.60. So I say 70. Okay, and I put the sell order here because I say the market is going down. So now I've put the sell order into it. You can see it's minus $0.01 because it's triggered now at this point, and I say that the market here will go down again. So now you can see the price is going up or down. Well, once you have started into a market, also adjust multiple price insets. So if I say, okay, look, I've been in this market at this price now, and we always make 10 entries. So do this like straight away. So the next one I want to enter is 400, and also make a sell pressure into it. So if you only are able to buy 0.01 Bitcoin, that's also okay, but adjust then the price so that you have the amount of Bitcoin that you would normally trade with, and then you can adjust this quite evenly. So I say 400, oh it's already 401, so make it 405 maybe, or 10. So it's up. So I put an order just above it now, like you can see. Now I have 2 orders here for this price, but you need 10 orders anyways, like I shown you before. So you put 10 of these orders above each other so that you have a nice equal price index. So you don't have to really look at this price then. When it goes higher and it takes this one with, this price will go down. Yeah, you will see once it's implemented, it's quite easy, and then you can constantly put more orders above it. So if you sell, you take one order and put all the rest above. If you are buying orders, you put the lowest order and every order under it. I'm gonna let this one run and show you guys in a few days what happened here. So I'll just put these 2 orders into it. I think this will be alright because I see there was a doji, but also I cannot be sure of it because this is a day candle and I cannot look at the day candle until 12 hours further. So I take a 4-hour candle maybe if I want to see, and this does not really look like a doji at all. So this looks just like it's going up the market. So yeah, I have to, we normally had to wait another 18 minutes because this market is not accurate at this point. Because of the next 18 minutes you have to wait until the candle's closed before you can trade. So I done something not good at this point, but I just want to show you how it worked. So that's about it for TradingView. I showed you the most things that I use and how to set them up. And I hope you guys learned something today. I hope you guys are starting to look at the maps a bit, because this is important. And once you are doing this, looking at the maps, will help you guys also with something new. Look, my trigger point was added again, so now it's been up again. So now it has 0.2 and a downward pressure. But yeah, if the market goes up, this trade will go against me. So it's just for fun. It's just pre-money. So you learned then something. What would I've learned here if the market keeps going up? 1, I had to wait until the candle closed, and 2nd, be patient more until you're very sure that the market is doing this, because this one is showing the market would change. This one says also the market would change. The market could go that side again, but it's not accurate enough because I still had 16 minutes. Okay, that was it for today. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for the attention of everyone. Much love for everyone. Smile and be thankful. Love each other. And I'll see you guys in the next lessons, where we will go over the candles and how to draw trend and resisting lines and everything else. So see you guys in the next one. Ciao.